National Youth Service Corps brings together young Nigerians from all walks of life to serve the nation. For most of these young Nigerian graduates, it is a one-year journey, but for a few, it becomes a lifelong calling. This is the story of Mr. Peter Anyebe Samuel, an ex-corps member deployed to Zamfara State for his one-year service year. Born and raised in Benue State, Mr. Peter chose to stay back in Zamfara State after completing his service year to build a business and impact lives. When Peter received his posting letter to Zamfara, he embraced it with an open mind. During his service year in Gusau, he immersed himself fully, participating in community development, building relationships, and discovering opportunities others could not see.
It all began as far back as 2004. I was posted to Zamfara State 2004 as a corps member. I think August 17 to be precise. I came into camp. Then the orientation camp is in Safi, local government of Zamfara State. But after that, when we left the camp, coming to Gusau, I saw a lot of opportunity. Why Beko was bringing us into Gusau. The Zamfara State is a virgin land, awaiting any smart young man to take advantage of. But I key into it then. And after my service year 2005, I ventured into private practice by registering my first company in Synergy Alternative Idea Limited, that migrated into Passion View Solutions Limited. I started then as a young man who has this zeal to take advantage of opportunity and to make a difference. That was what was driving me, making a difference and wanting to be free from poverty. So being the firstborn of my family with a lot of responsibility, I deemed it fit that I think it's the best time to start something great. And that is how I came up with that idea. And today here we are. I think the decision to stay back started while I was still serving. While I was still serving, I think I have 3 XPAs, secondary place of primary assignment. Yes, I was serving in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. We engage once in a while, but after close of work, I was engaging myself with the secondary school and I was working as a cashier in a particular hotel. All this quest was because my alawi then was 7,000. My passbook was at home. As soon as alawi comes in, they pick it from home. So I have no access to my alawi for the whole 1 year. All I was feeding on was XP. Moving from one school to the other, being a cashier in that place. As a cashier then, I was working in Total Life International. The school was paying me 2,000. Total Life was paying me 4,000. And the cashier job was giving me, I think that time, 3,500. So while the service was going on, I stumbled into an idea. That was my first innovative idea. We were decorating Father Christmas in Living Faith Church. And I saw people we were using wool to decorate the Father Christmas. And I got the idea that at least if I break those wool into small pieces for ladies to use as cleansing, I will actually be making money. That is how I kicked into the idea. That was my first innovative idea. And I started with 10 pieces and the pieces moved to 1,000 pieces, 5,000 pieces. I was selling to superstores, pharmaceutical stores and all the rest. At that point, I already have a customer. So going back home was no longer there. So after my service, the only official place I wrote a resignation was Total Life International. I met the director who was very close to me and I told him, it's time to start my own idea. That was November, was my birthday. On the 4th of November, I took that decision, went to his house and tell him I'm quitting the job as an accountant of that particular NGO and I'm starting my own business. By 2006, 2005, I finished service. 2006 January, I've started the process of registering that company, and that is how the idea started.
The NYSC experience became more than just service, it became a platform for purpose. While many prepared to return home, after their passing out parade, Peter made a bold decision. He chose to remain in Gusau. He saw potential where others saw challenges. He believes Zamfara was fertile ground for innovation, entrepreneurship, and youth development. Driven by a passion to empower young people with practical skills, he founded Passion View Solutions. What started as a small idea has grown into a vibrant training and business development platform, providing digital skills, ICT training, and entrepreneur guidance to youth across the state.
Passion View is a golden child. I call it a golden child because it was born out of passion. When I came to serve, I had two terrible experiences that made me set up Passion View. One was I paid for a training in Abuja because then there was no training center in Zamfara. So I paid for a training and I went to Abuja only to discover that there was no training. I was duped. And I paid 34,000 naira as far back as 2008. I got there, no venue, nobody was doing anything. So I used to go to Kaduna for training. As at that time, I'm this kind of person that anything I put on worth money. So I used to give my bangles, my wristwatch to collect money from fellow corps members to go for training outside the state. So after I finished service, I was already known for talking. I usually go to secondary school, gather teacher, talk to them. You understand? It was just like a moral talk, a TED talk, a kind of talk to inspire people. So then I started having followers. So I now discovered that the more I talk, people apply it and they get results. So one day I sat down and said, okay, what name will I give my free pet talk? So the first name I came up was Passion View Associate, but nobody I was associating with. So what was driving me? Passion View. So I now said, okay, Passionate View. I discovered it wasn't going, and I said, Passion View. They are now added solution. Then it makes sense to me. Because everywhere I go, people just call me solutions. So I said, okay, Passion View Solutions Limited. So with the help of my fiancée then, who is presently my wife, and I told her I needed to register the company. And then to register company was around 36,000 naira. As a hustler, I don't have much on me because I've exhausted all this money I have for big jobs, no family, not to just play around with money. So she supported and we get Passion View on board. So Passion View is born out of the desire to have a center for people to come for brain and mind transformation. And I have a slogan in Passion View: you can't pass through Passion View and fail in life. Whether you pray, whether you don't pray, you succeed here. So that is our selling point. And today people have tested it and they've seen results. So people believe that any solution, you get it in Passion View.
Like many great entrepreneurs, Peter began with limited resources, no large capital, no big investors, just a vision, determination, and the willingness to start small. Through consistency and hard work, Passion View Solutions expanded.
I think I said I'm a privileged person who started business without money. This office was operating in my third bedroom, somewhere around Sedic Road in Zamfara. We wake up every morning, I just dress from my bedroom to the parlor. The office is in the parlor. My staff come from outside. I will come to the parlor. My wife cook, drop in the dining, goes to work. If you want to eat, you eat. We just discuss like that. Before that, Angel gave us this office. So Passion View started with no money. And I'm the author of how to start business without money. There's something bigger than money. It's called an idea and value. It's bigger than money.
Recognizing his expertise, the NYSC Zamfara State Site Committee brought him on board as a trainer. Year after year, he has trained corps members inside and outside camp, equipping them with marketable skills and entrepreneurial mindsets. The reception from corps members has been inspiring. Many are eager to learn, to grow, and to create their own opportunities. Today, many corps members are still undergoing training with him. Even more have passed through Passion View Solutions, started their own businesses, and become masters of their craft. Some now train others, multiplying the impact and proving that one man's passion can spark a chain of empowerment.
Our training is tripartite. We have personal development courses that is designed to enhance personal development, mind transformation. Because the normal school we went to is to cure our brain. But Passion View came to bridge the gap to cure our mind. So personal development courses like public speaking, organization management, communications, and all those things are part of our personal stress management, conflict resolutions, and all their personal development things. Because every woman being you see walking on the street is inside one conflict or the other. Then we have corporate courses. These corporate courses enhance people with the knowledge for workability. Then we have professional courses. This one is meant for high profile jobs. We equip you to start from, let's say for example, you're going to start as a starter, like you're starting from level 1. These professional courses will make you start from level 7. Then we have competency development training. Like people are employed, but they don't know what their job description is supposed to be. Competency development courses show you that if you're employed as a customer service, this is what you're supposed to do. Then finally, ICT courses. Of course, you know, we consult for NYSC. I've been in NYSC platform, training corps member on entrepreneurship, career, and ICT on Said since 2012 to date. In fact, Said met me in NYSC because we finished one camp between the middle of 2012. That's when Said was introduced. So since then, I've been there unbreakable from since 2012 to date. So these are the courses Passion View offer you: data analysis, ICT appreciation, web design, Android app development, mobile phone apps. You understand? Anything tech. And I have good hands. But mind you, our core members are cut across so many major countries in Nigeria, in the world. We have ex-students here who are in US, Canada, UK. We even have some in China and Pakistan. IT.
Peter believes the SIDE program is a powerful tool for national development, but he also sees room for improvement, more funding, stronger post-camp follow-up, and deeper partnership with private sector trainers.
You know, they're what they call tactical teaching, and there's something they call strategic thinking and strategic teaching. Passion View in the camp. Pick any Passion View student who finished ICT in camp. There must be something he can do. One thing. Even if it is graphics on his phone, he can do one thing. We are being strategic about it. We know the time is short. So what we do is that we sensitize their mind. Then we now say, do something that you can show. We have core members, we have schedules, and our schedules are 2 hours. From 10 to 4, you have 2-hour sections. Do you understand? We have practical sections, and why we did it like that for core member is that if you are going to CDS, after your CDS, you can take your 2 hours. If you are going for place of primary assignment, maybe after your primary assignment, you can take your schedule your own 2 hours. So we have flexi timetable for core members. We have core members who pass through us and set up similar office. The only thing they didn't pick is our logo. But column. If you come here, you discover, go to other training centers. You won't see the touch of what you have here. So we just move with passion, imparting lives. All our ESCOM members, we tell them, the best thing that can save your tomorrow is create a system. And that system makes it that if I train you, I'll tell you that once you're part of Passion View, there's what they call after service support. Somebody opened in Kaduna, I gave him 50,000 support fund freely, because if he stands, I'll be part of his story. We have people in Lagos who are running similar offices on their own, and there are some of them who are consultant already in their own order, because consulting is one of the cheapest things to start. So we have ESCOM members who are entrepreneurs doing great. There is even one presently is in Bombay. He sells car parts. He came to Zamfara some few months ago to buy four horses and pieces them inside trailer and move it to Gombe because he's selling with them more. These are ideas.
Speaking further, on the NYSC side, Mr. Peter offers some suggestions on ways to improve the program.
NYSC has one of the most vibrant programs as far as Nigeria is concerned. NYSC is strategically positioned for the transformation of this country. Nigerian large workforce is within the bracket of what NYSC covers. My advice for NYSC is that post-camp should be given more priority. How do they give this priority? Some of us are willing. They should collapse a week in the NYSC and say this week should be for sensitization on Said post-camp, so that the consciousness will be in the mind of the young graduate. Then secondly, if NYSC have a way of making it a compulsory program where they pay for these younger ones to get the knowledge by force. You see, Nigerians don't know what they want. You have to force Nigeria to do something that will benefit them. Leaving it to be optional, nobody will go. They leave Said to be optional for post-camp. No copper will go optional. If you take a sample research from ComMember, they'll tell you 77,000 naira is not enough. And you want them to squeeze for post-camp, they won't. You have to make it a program, a criteria. Even if it is not fully mandatory, it should be a little way being enforced for some of us to have what we call Said Week. So please, my plea for NYSC is that they should have Said Week. This week, there will be like sensitization, there will be exhibitions, like a program where state government will know that. You see, when you do a program for 1 week, there will be road walk, promoting. I say, give me Said Week, 1 week. I'll transform the whole of this town to make them know that NYSC have a pool of competent and productive young people that government can engage. What about Said Carnival? There are programs to announce the world. We need to let the world know the NYSC is doing a lot. We are doing great. NYSC is doing great, but we need to do more. They said there's always room for improvement. You can eat enough, you can sleep enough, but you can't improve enough. Let's keep improving.
With years of experience in business, Mr. Peter gives some words of advice to core members and other entrepreneurs and the NYSC side program in general.
I think I want the young generation to understand the place of patience in growing a business. Very important. There was a time nobody would give me 2,000 naira for doing what they will give me 100,000 naira today. If you want to make small money in agri, grow corn. Within 6 months, your corn is ready. But if you want to make big time money, grow cocoa. It take you 20 years of patience. But when one bag of cocoa can buy 10 years storage of maize, these generations they are in the fast lane. They want it now. Nothing now is better. Every good thing takes time. In learning, they should learn more. Don't work more, learn more, so that you can earn more. The more you know, the more you earn. It's not the more you work. You don't work to grow rich, you think to grow rich. So learning is the foundation of wealth creation. So that is my advice for them. Whether you come for training, whether you don't come for training, reality is coming. And let me tell you something, the exam of life does not give notice. Exam in school, they will tell you, exam is coming, have you? Life challenges does not give notice. Core members should see learning, because the best place to learn is not school. The best place to learn is workplace. And Passion View is double as a workplace and a training center. Do you know if you do customer service here, you have to do customer week. You have to sit at the front desk there to attend to customer to see how worrisome it could be. Do you know that? Okay, you now, Sharon, that is asking me a question. Have you ever asked of where Passion View is? Do you desire any training? You think you are okay now, right? Don't worry until the big job comes. If you don't train yourself, you have signed for a job of 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. But if you need a job of 150, 250, 500, you need to be trained. Because no company will pay you that amount to damage their work.
The NYSC site post-camp training offers corps members the opportunity to develop and master their chosen skills while also carrying out their primary assignment. We spoke with some of the corps members currently undergoing their training at Passion View Solutions.
My name is Abdul Jabbar Zakari Yusuf, and I'm currently undergoing my training here at Passion View Solutions Limited. Training here at Passion View, I would say it's actually fascinating and a place where one will gain a lot of experience. I started with digital literacy as a basic course, where all most corps members, or shall I say, is skill that is actually required by a person in this day generation. And after my trainings in digital literacy, where I learned a lot about how to use and navigate the computer environment, go through Microsoft Word, understand Excel principle and PowerPoint, then I enrolled in a professional course, which coming down to Passion View to train, where you meet the CEO, Mr. Peter Samuel. In short, it's not just actually coming to train, it's you coming to understand life itself, because the relationship is very mutual and very friendly. And I
learned data analysis. The training has been good. I enjoyed every bit of it. It was not just about data analysis. It's a way to use your one whole year service year. It's not just waiting on the NYSC certificate. It's also about learning other stuff that...
All I can say is my experience here has been nothing less than learning, relearning and unlearning. It has been quite an interesting and still going experience.
From a corps member to a CEO to a mentor of hundreds, Peter Anyebe Samuel has proven that service to the nation does not end with NYSC uniform. Sometimes the journey begins right after it.